Hi, my name's Tony Fox and this is Mrs. Fox's Plans. So what I'm going to do with this video is go through what I used last year, what worked well, what stayed, what didn't stay, and so on. So I'll start off with my Chunky Monkey, which is my B6 Common Planner, which is basically my journal. In this was my memory keep journal. So what I use this for is basically to talk about what I did on a daily basis and a weekly basis. So I did try and attempt to do the goals pages, and I did do them to a certain degree. Then with the monthlies, I tracked the weather. That's all there was on there, was the weather. I made a rule that the fountain pen or pen that I used in the monthlies was the one that I used in my journaling for the whole month. So I seem to do that consistently well. So this is obviously December, so that is now finished. We are done with this planner. This is going to be archived now. And then with the weeklies, I tried a few different layouts. And again, as I said, it's just memory keeping. Didn't really put too much in it. I tried using kits, then tried using just the basic kits. Then I tried different styles, as you can see. So yeah, so it was a bit of a hit and miss of how I used it. But what I did try to maintain consistently was just put something down. So really this is just a quick snapshot of what I did on a daily basis and then ultimately on a weekly basis. So I decided that it was what I like the best is just a little bit of text. Obviously not much happened this week, and this is last week. I decided to go all out and be nice and colourful and talk about what the tragic week we just had, but that's a whole other story. I haven't got time for that. Okay, then we go into the dailies or the journaling section. So I used vellum that I got from my Sterling Ink subscription. Everything in from this part forward is all Sterling Ink. I got the subscription each month, and then I just used all of the stickers for that month. So here we start. Obviously this is the first one. Then what I did was I stuck with whatever pen I used at the beginning of the month. I stayed with for a whole month. So I did manage to journal each month. And then when the next month came about, in February, I put the vellum in, and then again I started. I used, as you can see, the stickers that came from the subscription. I like the way that I just cut the page in half. It didn't seem so intimidating to use. So yes, so I stuck with this baby for the whole year. Every single day has got an entry. I think there's only one place where I actually decided I was not going to catch up. And yeah, in here it is. Just went past it. Anyway, it's in there somewhere. Can't find it. So yeah. So other than that, though, every single day has an entry of some kind, whether it be a small amount or whether it be a verbal diarrhea on the page. But yes, I stuck with this all the way right up until my very last entry, which was last night. And what I'm going to do, I've still got another 100 or so pages here. I'm just going to do a 2023 recap. So that's all I'm going to do, and then this book is done and dusted and she will be archived. So that worked really well, stayed very, very consistent, and I do have a replacement for this, which you will see when I show you my current lineup. So that's about ready to go. The other thing that is quite consistent, this is my 5-year journal, my Hobonichi 5-year journal. So this is my second year in. As you can see, it's falling apart. So I started off when I did this in the beginning of writing across the page, and also later on in 2022 I decided to start putting in the weather, because then I could see all the way down here what the weather actually looked like consistently for the 5 years, but I didn't do that at the beginning. And then a bit further on I decided that rather than go straight across the page, that I'll just stick to enough to just put in that little section, and then I'll put in some deco over here and not use this page. So that I did consistently. But as you can see here, I didn't do anything for this day last year, but I did a little bit this year, and then I just put some deco. So basically, again, stayed with this very, very consistently. I am a little behind. I think I've got, I am up to the 20th, so I've got about 10 days worth to do. So I'll catch this up, and then this will get started again. So we are now up to the 1st of the 1st, so I'll start here. So it's interesting to see, even to look at the different writing that you use. I'm not particularly fussy about how this looks, because at the end of the day what's going to be great is to read down here after you finish and see what each day meant to you and what happened. So that's another thing that I've been quite consistent with. So that is, and oh look, had a little bit of an accident with the ink. So you see there is some missing pages. I probably could go back and fill them in, but I kind of also think that really it's how you feel on the day. So I'm not too fussed about whether I go back and fill them out, but this is actually getting quite chunky and no longer fits in the case that it came with, because I got the box set. So but that's going to stay for this year. Then I reverted back to everyday carry, which I was using in the end was this little beautiful passport planner from Aura Estelle. So I got the little inserts, the little from Aura Estelle when I got the cover, and I set them all up, but I stopped using these and reverted to something else, which I'll show you later on. But this was initially my everyday carry. I had a couple of books, a couple of other inserts, and this is what I was carrying around quite consistently, and this would go everywhere with me, so that I had my life plans with me. So that's changed. This is basically a junk journal that I started in July, a junk journal July for the whole month, and so that's what is in here. I did that for the whole month, that challenge, and I'm starting a new challenge today. So today I'll do the first one, so that was great. I stuck with that, so I'm changing that up. I don't think I'll do passport this year. I'll do a standard. So that is also something that was quite consistent. And the other planner that I started using, which again this will carry on because it's not really date specific, is a thoughts kind of a journal. So what I mean by that is really I find passages or quotes or things that relate to what's going on in my health, and I write them down, whether they be good, bad or indifferent. Sometimes they can be quite dark, sometimes they can be quite positive and uplifting, but basically it's just a place for me to be a little bit creative and decorate the page. And then it's a quote from whoever has written it, and then obviously I put the author. So this is basically a lot to do with my mental health. And as you can see, some days I put a few different quotes, but it's totally about being able to write down things that I resonate with and put them down and be creative, so that I've got them written somewhere. I can read through these when I feel I need some guidance or some help. So this is great. So this is something that will continue. This is a paper test design, just a basic dot grid notebook, and the paper is just beautiful. I just love the paper. So I just, at this stage, I'm just writing over on this page, and I'll just decorate, and then I'll put whatever quotes that I feel like at the time, being a little bit creative but just putting words down. I've got a couple of pages here ready to do some more journaling in, so I'll do that at some point, but this still got quite a few pages, and then once this is finished I'll just replace this and start again. So in here I also have this Traveller's Notebook card file, and in here I have just got my sterling ink samples that I haven't yet used, and at the back I have all my ink swatches, so if I'm looking to change inks for one of my fountain pens, I know where they are and what colour I potentially would want to use. And then I've just got this folder that's got some washi samples and cards and things, so that's what's in there. Now this is a weekly vertical planner that I got, I think I got it in, well, it's got July here, so in July, and this was meant to be a memory keep as well. So I started this, but then realised that I'm duplicating what I already have. I did try and keep up with it and do it for a little while, and in the end it just became a bit too tedious and repetitive because I already have it. This is an undated weekly, so I can flit in and out of it as I please. This is November and that's December, so I, as you can see, I did some and then it all dropped off, and then I didn't continue on. So I won't be taking this particular one through to the new year, but this will be replaced by some other medium of memory keeping. So then at the end of the year, as I said, I switched out to something a little bit different, and the difference is I got this little mini 5 plotter, this little beast. She's a bit chunky because I've got some coins in here which I normally don't keep, but this is my everyday carry. This is where all my appointments are noted, so if I'm out and I need to notate down an appointment, at least I've got it here. So this little planner is just a very, very simple, it's a plotter, it's just a 5-ring mini. I've got the leather carry case that comes that you can buy with it. I've got the plastic insert that you can buy with it. It's the page holder, and then all I have in here is my Catspresso fold out monthlies. So the good thing about this is I've got all my monthly appointments, and I just write a little bit about appointments that I've got, where I'm going, so not a lot. I've got it set up for January, which has only really got my appointments in it, and so what I will eventually do is Catspresso actually do make one that fits the 5 ring instead of this, is, as you can see, for the normal pocket size. So I'll eventually buy some of those. I've still got a couple of these which I'll use up. And yeah, so just put my appointments in. So very, very basic, very brief, but it's a way for me to have my appointments on the run. And then in here, it's really just a list. So I've got a shopping list, just got things to do that I do. It's very, very simple, nothing too mind-boggling in here. Tried to do some trackers in here which didn't work too well. Just got some notes pages. In here is where I keep all my order tracker information, so it tells me when something's been sent and delivered and so on, so I keep that. I've got my medication log so that at any time, which I used the other day, I go to a doctor's, I can show what medication I'm on. I've written a recipe there. This one there holds all my passwords. This is my little pen holder, which holds my little, I think it's called Space Pen, and it's just so cute. It is just, yep, it's perfect for this. So it folds in half and then fits in here. So I've always got a pen, and then of course I've got my cards and so on. So this is going to continue to be my wallet, and I just think it's just small, but it's my